Hello, welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Overcoming. This coaching conversation is for individuals, especially parents, who are challenged with the many things that has been going on through life. Now, mentally, they're challenged with a lot of uh, things going on, especially now in this pandemic. And but they still want to come out of these challenges as the best version of themselves. And my mission is to help every parent of every family and every home to take a stand in mental health for themselves and their children. So thank you for joining me live today. Please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you're coming from today. Please tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be needing what I'm going to be sharing this afternoon. You will also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach with some inspiring messages. If you are watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay. I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI Connect. If you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. So, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. I hope you had a happy lunch, a wonderful lunch experience at kaninang 12 noon. So this afternoon, I'm going to be sharing to you about overcoming entitlement. So ito is one of that sense of entitlement, one of the feeling, no, not oftentimes than not, hindi tayo aware, pero time to time lumalabas siya. So we have to be mindful about it. We have to be aware para alam natin saan tayo mag-tweak and so that we can also, of course, benchmark and improve ourselves. Okay. So to introduce myself further, I'm Coach Marife Garfin, as I've said, from Life Coach Philippines, and I am a scholar, also the Master Coach's Six Steps to a Six-Figure Public Speaking Career Training. And I am also a Master Builder Apprentice to Master Coach's Master Builder Apprenticeship Program. And we build a tribe as we help your unstoppable dream come true. And I am also the creator also of this page, of Facebook page, Life Coach Marife Garfin. You can catch me here. I'm a co-actively co-create certified life coach, and I'm also a mental health coach. And in this page, you'll be hearing from me all about mental health, mental fitness, mental wellness. Lahat po ng videos ko and talk about mental health and mental fitness is in this page. So you can just visit it. I'm also the founder and the creator of My Nth Attempt to Parenthood. This is a coaching community that seeks to empower every parent to take a stand in mental health for themselves and their children. So this is actually for the future generation. Imagine a generation where who are mentally fit, no? A generation of mentally fit people. Imagine how far and how wide the Philippines can soar high. Okay. So I'm also found in this, I'm also the creator of Health and Wellness Coaching Community. Currently, we have the 30 Days Happiness Challenge of Master Coach here happening, and everybody is excited and doing it. So it's here for a Health and Wellness Coaching Community. And of course, I have here the Health and Wellness Coaching Center. So if you're not familiar with me, I am a mom. I am by background a registered nurse with 22 years of hospital experience, and I am a wife to a physician, to an anesthesiologist, and I am the an entrepreneur, the owner of Health and Wellness Coaching Center. It is where I facilitate clients to transition from to experience overcoming of varied struggles from starting from weight management, weight loss, weight gain to mental health and mental fitness. So nandito po ako. Okay, so before I proceed, no, let me acknowledge all my tribe learners, yung mga katribo ko po sa Life Coach Philippines. We have beautiful coaches here with me. We have Coach Lynn, Kanina, Coach Lynn had her coaching session through Coaching Think Talk at 10 a.m. and she talked about, of course, the safety. So, siya po yung ating safety officer. And of course, we have Coach Candy Teng. When you talk about mental fitness, the authority there is Coach Canditing, as Coach Lin is also the authority when we talk about psychological safety, emotional safety, and all the types of safety in the workplace. Okay, and we have, of course, Coach Tin De Hoya, who's taking care of all the married women who wanted really to like seek themselves out and apart from marriage and apart from being a mom, who they are as a woman. Si Coach Tin po yung authority dyan and an expert there. Okay, so thank you so much, coaches, for joining me. So as I've said this afternoon, I'm going to be talking about overcoming entitlement. And when you talk about overcoming, ito po yung you're able to deal with. So there's a challenge, there's a struggle, okay? There's a sabi nga storm of life, no, that you're able to overcome, you're able to deal with. Okay, so nakuha na lampasan mo siya. So you're able to surpass. So, magpinsan po yung overcoming at surpassing na word na yan. You're able to overcome. So this afternoon, we're going to be talking about overcoming entitlement. At naririnig po ninyo ito, no? We always say the millennials are entitled people. Sabihin natin, binax natin sila, no, they're entitled people. The young generations are entitled people. But entitlement is not confined to one generation. Okay? Because it is a character, it's a personality. So hindi mo siya pwedeng sabihin, ito lang sila. Maybe it stand out because of the sense of confidence, but hindi mo siya pwedeng mabox to one generation. So that's what we're going to be talking about. And as you center yourself and as you give yourself the time, to listen, to focus, as I discuss entitlement, you look into yourself and try to think, may mga instances din po ba na ikaw ay naging entitled? Okay, meron ba tayo mga ganyan din episode, no? Because honestly, I had the same. I had an experience also. And it requires mindfulness. Okay, so we're going to be talking about overcoming entitlement. So if there's anything in my discussion, no, in my sharing that you're able to resonate with, yung parang aha moment mo, something that you realize, you can get it, post it in your timeline, put the hashtag pack my bag moment or coaching TikTok. And hashtag coaching TikTok. Ito po kasi is a way of sharing your knowledge and whatever you've learned to other people. And it's blessing other people kasi hindi lahat po may opportunity to learn. And that is one thing that is beautiful about Life Coach Philippines through coaching TikTok is that we're creating awareness and we are increasing the level of know-how, of awareness, and of course of knowledge to everyone who wants to really level up in their thought process and the way they make decisions and the way they're doing things, doing their daily living, daily activities nila. So pack my bag moment, just like when you're in a seminar, pag meron kang narinig solve na yung parang like, wow, that's what I came for. Ito yung learning, biggest learning ko that I'm ready already to go home kasi nakuha ko na siya. So it's something that will really like touch you, resonate with you, and will give you that, aha moment na, ito pala, ito yung kailangan. So big eye opener siya. That's the pack by pack moment. So if you get one, sa ating course of the session this afternoon, get it, post it in your timeline, share it because it might be needed by someone who might browse through Facebook later. Okay? So let's begin. Okay? So if you look at the slide, no, sabi dito ng isang tao, no, I don't have a problem. Sabi niya, I don't have a problem with entitlement. The problem is that I'm not getting everything I want. So yun yung sabi niya, I'm not getting everything that I want. But I don't have a problem with entitlement. So how do we define entitlement? Kayo ba ay nagkaroon na ng experience? Have you ever been in a space where you feel entitled? Have you met through the course of, of your day-to-day activity, how did entitlement, experiencing entitlement affected you? What what made it out of you? Oh, How did that day turn out because you've met someone who is entitled? So, for example, in the workplace, when when you met someone, now there is that entitlement in the person, or in your office mate, how is the day turning out to be for you working with someone, with a person who has that entitlement mentality? So, have you had any experience? What was the experience all about? And how were you able to overcome that sense of entitlement? So, entitlement, okay, is defined or is found when there is a higher sense of belief. Okay, there is a higher sense of belief in the person, okay, in your one's own importance, rather than the equality of all individuals involved or society as a whole. So feeling mo, you're different, you're special, you're important in the space. Okay. So this is of course there is that we all know we're created to have a purpose. We all know that we're important. But ito po siya when you talk about entitlement, over and above siya talaga. So over the rest of people, you feel like mas importante ka kesa sa kanila. So that's entitlement. Okay. So kahit like if you're put in one space, you feel like you deserve better. Okay, you are entitled to all the attention or everything that you wanted compared to the other people in the space with you. So, in other words, entitlement is a pervasive sense of deservingness. A pervasive sense of deservingness. So, talagang pervasive, like it's consistent, like it's there. Okay? So, you have that feeling that you deserve whatever it is that you're needing, whatever it is that you wanted, you kind of feel that you deserve it. I need to have it because I deserve it. So that's entitlement. Okay? So what causes the entitlement mentality? Ano, why do people, are in that space? Bakit nga ba they feel like they need, it's due them, it's important that it be given to them, that they deserve it. Because we always say, no, even in self-care, we say we deserve self-care. And that's okay. But when you talk about entitlement, over and above the rest. So you always like compare yourself to other people and say, no, mas angat ako sa kanya. Because in self-care, and you say you deserve self-care, you look into yourself and you say, yeah, I deserve this. You are only like talking about yourself. But when you talk about entitlement, you are now saying, I am above the rest of other people. Okay? So what causes this one? Ano yung nagiging cause ng entitlement? Okay? Having that mentality. Una, research says there are factors that influence the sense of entitlement. Mayroon daw mga contributory factors why that person developed that sense of entitlement mentality. Okay? First, it comes from the treatment from parents and authority figures. So, yung mga tao na nagpalaki dun sa bata, okay, yung parents most especially because they're the primary caregiver, have given the child, okay, or an uncle and anyone in the family, the authority figure na na-recognize ng bata, have given that child that sense of entitlement. So, nag-develop yung bata na alam, na feel niya na, well, I deserve this. I need to have it because I am more important. So I have to get it. I have to my ways should be followed because I am important. So galing po siya sa pagpapalaki. Research says that it came from how the parents have treated the child or any authority figure in the life of the child. So the second factor is messages from the media. So ito na siya, no? Because we've been hearing this, okay? We've been hearing this in social media that you deserve to be happy. But there is a thin line. There's a thin line, okay? Now, yes, you deserve to be happy, but not at the expense expense of other people. But it's not explained. A lot of time, we hear it na hindi, you deserve it. You deserve to do that. Hindi siya nabibigyan ng what is the responsibility na kakabit ng you deserve this. Okay, so the person keeps on believing, yeah, I deserve it, without really due consideration to the responsibility na kakabit ng you deserve it. So there's always that need to really like explain it. So ngayon po, 'di ba? Meron tayong like umuso ngayon yung YOLO, you only live once. So you pursue your passion and your dreams. And that's okay. That's okay. But we have to remember that there is a connectedness to it, to responsibility. Sabi nga ni Spider-Man, no, with great power comes great responsibility. So kung binigyan ka ng recognition that you deserve that, still you have the responsibility to act in accordance and not to be disrespectful and not to look at other people lower than you are. So yun yung messages, how the messages from the social media will encourage or will allow the person to develop that entitlement mentality pag hindi po siya na-guided fully. Next is life events that make someone special. So may mga like heroic acts, no? There are many heroic acts that na-experience na ginawa mo or ginawa ng isang tao that the person experienced that sense of like affirmation, attention, popularity to the point that the person is not able to handle and delineate this. So na-carry niya yan at feeling niya, no, I did it, so I deserve it. So I'm entitled to whatever it is that I have now. So lumalaki siya. So that's why it's very important to here in Life Coach Philippines as we undergo as a Master Builder Apprentice, Master Coach A has always emphasized with us humility and obedience. Because when popularity comes, when a lot of, kilala ka na, you're an authority to something, no, you can, be corrupted in the heart and develop this sense of entitlement mentality. Na feeling mo, kilala na ako. I should be, dapat ako ang kunin nila kasi kilala na nila. No, I'm more important than the rest. So I should be chosen over and above the rest. So life events that make someone special has to be processed. Okay? Pwede po siyang ma-process. That's why even people who are, powerful, people who have, you know, positions, who are rich, they are recognized by society, they need someone, they need an accountability partner who can check in with them para hindi po magkaroon ng makakasira sa kanila yung entitlement mentality. Hello, Irene. Thank you so much for joining me. See you tonight, Irene. No? See you tonight in Koshi 101. So, life events, okay, make you feel special, can make someone special. But, okay, there is a thin line as I've said. So, it might cost the person pag hindi siya ready in the heart, hindi siya ready sa heart to receive the fame and fortune, no? And the attention, and everybody's attention, the person may develop that sense of entitlement mentality. So importante that whatever life event, there's an accountability partner that will go and check in with the person para hindi niya ma-develop yung entitlement mentality. So as I've said, this is a factors that research were able to find out bakit nga ba nagde-develop ng entitlement mentality. And as of now, no, palagi natin narinig, yung mga bata ngayon may mga self-entitled talaga sila. And what are the causes? Where these are the causes. It came a treatment from the parents and authority figure, messages from the media that's hindi na pa-process, and of course, life events that make someone special. Okay? And of course, what are the entitlement tendencies? So let us look into the different entitlement tendencies para ma-assess natin yung sarili natin. No? Ano nga ba ito yung mga tendencies na pwede nating tingnan kung meron tayo so that we can check in ourselves. No? We can check ourselves if we're having this because it will have a repercussion later. So we need to be able to check ourselves. So as I've said, I'm discussing this topic on overcoming entitlement for us to really look upon ourselves and not for other people. Okay, para po ma-check natin because becoming into the person we desire to be, we need to check our personality, we need to check our character, and we need to see ano pa yung mga mentality that we have, practices that we need to tweak, we need to correct, we need to enhance, we need to really like bury it because it is hindering us from becoming the person we desire ourselves to be. And of course, that person, becoming a better person, will allow you to pursue the purpose that God has for you. So, what are these entitlement tendencies? Okay, so you expect the same rules that apply to others shouldn't apply to you. So, feeling mo exempted ako. I'm special. Hello, Coach Nords. Thank you for joining me. Coach Nords is coming from Benguet. Okay, so you expect the same rules. Okay, you expect that the same rules that apply to others shouldn't apply to you. Feeling mo, no, special kasi ako VIP. So, if sinabi doon na bawal, bawal dito maupo, I can sit down because, I'm special. So, that feeling mo exempted ka to the rule. Next is you feel so burdened when you are asked small favor. So, when somebody requests you to do something, it's para sa'yo mabigat na yun. But, when you ask favor from other people, you feel like dapat nagawa nila yan. Maliit na bagay lang naman yan. Okay, can you relate with me? Can you connect, Coach Nord? Irene, can you connect, Coach Ken? Connect ba ninyo to? So, when you ask favor from someone, dapat, ang iniisip mo, dapat i-accept niya yung, dapat i-follow niya or i-accept niya yung favor na ina-ask. Kasi maliit na bagay lang naman yan. Kaya niya yan. But, when you are asked to do the task, okay, ikaw naman yung nire-request, sabihin mo, it's a burden to you. You feel like hindi mo gusto gawin. Okay? So that's one entitlement tendency. Pang-apat, you expect other people to be interested in your goals or agenda. Gusto mo lahat na intindihan ka. Lahat will follow you. You see your goals more interesting than others. So imagine yourself, you are in a workplace or you have a teammate, okay, who is like this. Gusto niya siya talaga yung masusunod. So kahit mag-brainstorming kayo dyan, makikinig siya, no? I have experience of this, no? Like we have a meeting, like in an association, and we had the brainstorming, lahat kayo magbibigay no ng ideas ninyo. Tapos makikinig siya, and kasi maghihingi, sabi niya, okay, give me your ideas. Give me your ideas. And then you talk, you share. And eventually sabi niya, hindi naman maganda yan. Ito na lang, naisip ko na to, ito na. Okay? So you feel like your goals is more important and more interesting than the rest of the people in the group. So have you met someone like this? Or have you had an experience na meron ka na ring tendency na ganito? Okay? And you're a freeload. So what do you mean by a freeload? Gusto mo libre. Gusto mo palaging libre. Like sa paningin mo, you're entitled. Okay lang na wala naman akong dala. I'm okay. I'm important in there. So I deserve to have all those learnings. I deserve to be invited. So potluck, for example, for parents, potluck. So may dadating doon, walang dala. Pero feeling niya, well, I deserve to be here kahit wala akong dala. It's okay. Preload siya, sumasakay lang siya. Sabi nga, preload. Okay? So sumasakay siya doon sa group. So have you ever encountered people who are like this, and how do you feel about it? Okay. So freeload lang siya. Katulad yung I do remember there was an experience of mine, no, that we had so much suggestion. Ito tamang gawin, tapos hindi pinakinggan ng boss. Okay? Pero the following day, ginawa 'yon na bagay, ginawa yung suggestion. Pero now in the life of doon na kay boss. And I do remember Coach Lynn have discussed this, no, na may mga ganyan sa office, no, yung emotional, you're challenged emotionally, no, yung emotional safety mo at risk because may mga talagang ganun, like nangaagaw sila ng idea. Because they feel like they deserve it. Sa akin yun. Ako lang ang dapat magbigay niya. So that's and then of course, pag may mga trainings, gusto lang nila yung libre. Okay? Hindi nila gusto magbayad because that's we call that a freeloader. So gusto niya, may sense of entitlement siya na dapat libre siya. Yung iba magbabayad. So ako exempted to that. Okay? So that's entitlement tendencies. Another is, sorry, um, ayan. Okay? So you disregard rules that are intended for everyone's comfort. So may rules dyan para like, for example, pila. Magpipila po tayo, like may experience in the vaccine, no? Pipila po tayo. Okay? Ikaw, because you're entitled, so the person who is entitled, hindi siya pipila. Okay? Hindi siya pipila, he will mess up the rule, the pila, kasi gusto niya mauuna siya. And I remember there was quite a commotion in the last, I had my second dose for COVID, no? There was a commotion because there were two ladies in the back sa likod ko sa pila. And when everybody was so busy, tumayo sila and they overtook. Okay? Nag-overtake sila dun sa pila, thinking that they will not be noticed. And then when they, of course, there was commotion kasi nga lahat nagpipila, naghihintay. So tinawag yung attendant. There was one gutsy person, courageous person who stood up and said, "Hey, excuse me. You're supposed to be behind me. Why are you now 10 people ahead of me?" So you feel like an entitled person, feel like, you know, pwede kong i-disregard para lang sa iba. I mean, for the comfort of it. Pwede ko isakripisyo yung comfort ng iba, basta ako masaya. Next is inconvenience others without thinking. As I said, inuuna mo yung sarili mo, what is comfortable with you. Okay? And you don't think of other people because you had that sense of entitlement. Next, you think it's okay to upset or offend other people. You see those who like to keep the peace weak. So feeling mo, nako, you would do commotion tapos pag hindi nagre-react, feeling mo, nako, ano lang, he's a weak person. So that's the sense, that's part of being, having that entitlement tendency. You think it's okay to upset other people. Okay? So magsasalita ka ng, there are people, when there's a meeting, no, they'll just stand up, then talk and talk and talk, and hindi nila iniisip na kasakit na sila ng iba. And that's the sense of entitlement. And the next is when in a group, you want to be the leader or you want to be given the most credit. Ayaw mo maging follower. And when there's a project, gusto mo ikaw talaga yung, like, people will recognize that it's through your effort. Natatawa tuloy ako because alam niyo naman dito sa Pilipinas, no, lahat ng pader, pag may nag-donate, lahat ng pangalan nila nandun, dun sa pader, di ba? May donated by, di ba? So, of course, some of them, they're not seeking that. Kusang loob na binibigay. But there are really people who would go through the length, no? Na talagang galit sila, hindi sila na-recognize. Hindi talaga flinash, hindi na broadcast sa radio, hindi sila talaga na pangalanan sa isang event, they'll really get hurt. So, when they're in a group, pag hindi sila leader, still they want to be recognized that they have given the most credit, be given the recognition that they have really contributed much bigger kaysa doon sa iba. So those are the entitlement tendencies. And there are cycle of entitlement. May cycle po ang entitlement. Okay? So what is the first? It starts with unmet expectation. So definitely the person will feel na, ay dapat ito yung sinunod. For example, there's a meeting. So naisip na, ito lang gagawin natin ha, these are the things. Pagdating niya kinabukasan, hindi nasunod yung gusto niya. Because of many circumstances. Probably sa panahon, sa situation, or hindi na-gets yun. So there's an unmet. It will be triggered by an unmet expectation. And then it will, because there's an unmet expectation, the person will be dissatisfied. The person will be dissatisfied, the person will be angry, the person will have that sense of being cheated. So feeling niya parang, you know, think, like, ano ba yung Tagalog sa cheat? Parang may nanloko sa kanya. Hindi in-explain na maganda, hindi siya pinahalagahan, those are the things. So dissatisfaction, anger, sense of being cheated. So from the sense of being cheated, that dissatisfaction, anger, or sense of being cheated, the person will now go into consoling herself. So he or she will console herself The person will give himself or herself a reassurance that you deserve this and everything you wanted. So it's the same thing. Okay? So, eto lalo na 'pag may nagsasabing, umiyak ka like, "Bakit gano'n ito na." And then may manggagatong sasabihin, "Alam mo dapat awayin mo 'yan kasi you deserve it, dapat mag-away ka gano'n." Of course, there are things na totoo naman 'no. But what I'm trying to say here, ito is we are talking about the cycle of entitlement. Ibig sabihin, you have that feeling, the sense na above ka sa iba and you are the only person who is important. Okay? So, you have an unmet expectation, papasok siya sa dissatisfaction. Okay. Hello, Coach Cherry. Thank you so much for joining me. So, unmet expectation niya, tapos papasok siya sa dissatisfaction. Kaya galit siya kasi hindi na-honor yung mga suggestion niya. He was not recognized feeling niya. Hindi siya favored. Okay, hindi siya pinakinggan. May feeling niya na sana, close naman kami, but ganon. You know what? Like, in every person, in one way or the other, we have this. Na-experience natin yan yung sense of entitlement. Ako like, bakit ginanon ako ng kaibigan mo, ng kaibigan ko? I mean, do I deserve this? Uh, Kaibigan ko naman siya, so I expect something like this. And that is one thing that I have to learn. Something that I have to learn, na kahit kaibigan ko, I do not expect something na gagawin niya sa akin because I have that sense of entitlement. I've learned so much from that experience. Like, even kaibigan ko siya, I would go through that space of being entitled because kaibigan niya ako. Because a lot of us, no, nagkakaroon tayo ng problem because we like to be given a favor because we sense na entitled ako nito. Kasi uncle ko yan, kaibigan ko yan, may pinagsamahan naman kami. May pinagsamahan naman kami eh. So, but we do not know the thought process of the person. We do not know where the person is coming from. And so kung ganun ka, nandun ka sa space na yun, you will really have unmet expectation, you will feel bad, you'll be dissatisfied, tapos papasok ka dun sa cycle of entitlement, tapos sasabihin mo sa sarili mo, no, talagang you deserve it. Sila sila talaga yung may problema. Because I deserve this, okay? You deserve this. I deserve what yung aking mga dapat ibigay nila sa akin. So sila yung may problema. So ang mangyayari, the end result is feel like everybody's wrong, but you are correct. So you don't get to check yourself. You don't get to check this. Bakit nga ba yun yung nangyari? Bakit nga ba yun yung nangyari? So if you don't have that sense of entitlement, you're going to reflect upon yourself, bakit ganun yung mga nangyari? Bakit ganun yung sagot niya? Bakit ganito yung treatment niya? So you get to reflect. But when you have that sense of entitlement, wala na. Wala ka nang maiisip kundi, I deserve this. May mga problema talaga lahat sila. So you give that self-reassurance that you deserve everything you wanted. So yun yung cycle. Papasok ka dun sa cycle. Balik-balik lang yun. Okay? And the result is people will really like give up, stay away from you because of that sense of entitlement. Okay, so how do you get out? How do you get out of the cycle of entitlement? Paano nga ba i-shake off ito? Because it's not really helping you to see yourself in a better light, in a better perspective, kasi nga covered ka ng sense of entitlement. So, first, you need to practice. First tip is practice the golden rule. So, if you want to feel, okay, important, then give importance to other people. So ito talaga, when you talk about do unto others what you want others do unto you, hindi po talaga siya nawawala. Hindi po siya naluluma. Hindi siya naluluma. In the biblical perspective, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So it's the same as the golden rule. How you want to be treated, how you want to be loved, it's the same thing that you'll give to other people. The second is to get out of the cycle. Recognize that all situations are that all situations are. I think there's a typographical error here. Recognize that not all situations are unfair. Sorry, not all. Recognize that not all situations are unfair. So if, like for example, you enrolled in a school, is it fair? Are you going to say nagbayad naman ako? Dapat mataas yung grade ko. Nagbayad ako, I paid for it. So, dapat ito yung maibigay sa akin. So, You paid, di ba, when you're in the school, you paid to be enrolled, but it's not automatic that you get the grade that you wanted. Okay? You work for it. Okay? Sometimes, we feel like close to the teacher and we feel like tinatawag naman niya ako, nagre-recite naman ako, ganyan, ganyan. Dapat ako yung favorite ng teacher. Pero hindi ka favorite. You feel like hindi ka favorite. So there are many situations, okay, that you need to understand that recognize that not all situations are unfair. Okay, so when you pay, you enroll, lahat kayo is in equal footing. There are rules to be followed. Okay? Hindi unfair kasi ako dapat mauna kasi nga ito ganito. Okay? So, and then of course respect. If you want to be respected, recognized, be heard, you do the same. You respect also other people. And then learn from your mistakes. Whatever it is na na-experience mo with people, you don't just say mali sila. It's because, mali silang lahat. Hindi nila nakita that my opinion is bad. You have to learn from mistakes, get the lessons from it so that you can rise above it and you're able to overcome that feeling of disappointment because you feel like you deserve it. So learn from every mistake because from learning from your mistake, you level up, you become a better person. So these are the tips to get out of cycle of entitlement. Have you had any? So, question: what experience have you had, you know, with the cycle of entitlement? Pumasok ba kayo dito? And if ever na-experience nyo yung cycle of entitlement, what did you do to get out of the cycle? And if you are meeting and you are with, someone who had that sense of entitlement, how do you feel talking to the person? How do you react whenever he is in the pit of the sense of entitlement? Na iniis-is niya talaga na, no, I deserve this. No, dapat ito gawin mo, ito gawin mo. How do you feel about it? So, is it a good feeling? Is is it helping the person to become better, or is it helping you to become better? That sense of entitlement. Have you ever noticed if people are flocking to you, or people are getting out of your way because of that sense of entitlement? So that's for you to reflect. Okay? So, as parents, nakita natin kanina, no? We always say that the millennials have that sense of entitlement. As I said earlier, it's not confined to any generation because each and every one of us develop as influenced by the person who have given us the care and the love. And as a parent, if we don't want our children to have that sense of entitlement, to have that entitlement tendencies, then we have the responsibility to really train them and to create awareness with them. And this can be done when we have beautiful connection with our kids. When open ang line of communication, we will be able to speak to our kids in a manner that is not invasive, in a manner that is open, and in a manner that will allow them to reflect on themselves. So it is a responsibility of each parent actually to raise up the child in the way that he should go, sabi nga sa Bible, so that when he grows old, he will not depart from it. And we have it in our hands, the present generation. Are we raising children who have that sense of entitlement? If we are seeing that, then it is upon us as parents, our responsibility to make sure na hindi sila dadating doon because it's going to be a cycle na mahirap labasan pag hindi pa natin natulungan sila at the early phase of their development. Okay, so if you have to have meaningful conversation, if you want to really learn more about this, paano makakalabas if you have like if you've known someone or if you have that tendency to go into the cycle of self entitlement, message me, connect with me, let's have that conversation. Let's have a conversation because you have to understand the first step is to know yourself, which is the beginning of wisdom, sabi nga ni Aristotle. Okay? So we need to bring you to a level of really understanding why you are acting that way, why your perception is that way, that you are more and above the rest. Because a lot of time, people who are self-entitled, okay, have that, they have that mindset, okay, that mindset that aside that I'm more important than the rest, they feel like their value is greater than the other people. And they have difficulty respecting the opinion of other people and the lives of other people. And they would really like rally and tell you this is how things are done. And I've met a lot of those. Okay. So in coaching, we allow you to open up yourself, to know yourself, where you're coming from, so that you become, as you know yourself, sabi nga dito sa quote, no, as you know yourself, you get to understand the things that you need to, break out from so that you become and level up to become the person you are designed to. So if you want that meaningful conversation, if you want to go into it really like knowing yourself so that you can get out from whatever is caging you, like that, overcoming entitlement so that you can overcome, message me, connect with me. So at 0995739843 or message me in my Facebook page, Marife Garfin, or narsmarife dot email me at narsmarife.ng@gmail.com. Okay? So, you know, a journey is more fun when you have somebody walking with you. A journey is much more meaningful and less of a struggle when someone is walking with you. So connect with me, message me so that we can jumpstart whatever goal that you have. May it be overcoming entitlement. Then let's walk together so that you can see truly how the success path that you will walk, paano mo talaga maabot yung goal na yan to overcome entitled. Okay? So let me invite also parents, no, who are, if you're a parent and you needed support because probably you desire to raise up your kids na hindi sila like untouched, no, or not really untouched, but more of protected from mental health challenges. This is the coaching community for you. My nth attempt to parenthood. Just answer the question. Okay, the link will be you message me. I'll give you the link to this coaching community. It is here where I share a lot of articles, tools, and skills that you can use to empower yourself as a parent to take a stand in mental health so that you can help, raise up the protective factors in the family para hindi po pumunta ng mag-develop or mag-experience ng mga anak niyo po at kayo yung mga mental health challenges such as depression, anxiety, paranoia, and all those mental health challenges. So you can come in here and just answer all the question, the membership question, because that will allow you to enter. Just those are simple questions that you can answer in a one liner. So let me invite every parents who wanted to raise, the protective factors. You want to understand that this is the coaching community for you that will support you to be empowered. Or if you're a parent, no, nakikita mo your child is struggling with depression, or your child is hopping from one course to the other, that is a mental health challenge as well. Not not finding out what I truly want in life. There is a mental health challenge to that. So you can come in, you can message me, let's connect so that you'll be given enough support so that you can be empowered to give that support to your child. Okay. So, and then let me invite you. This is a standing program that I am offering to every mothers. So every mom and every dad, it is a coaching workshop. What matters? Understanding your kids. You may just message me. I actually give this on a one-on-one. I also do this as a group coaching. Message me. In here, we will talk about generational gap. We will talk about why you're unique, why your child is unique, the uniqueness, understanding the uniqueness of your kids, and understanding you, your uniqueness as a parent. And then you will come out of the coaching workshop with a step by step tool, okay, that you can use to be able to connect with your kids, to be able to create that safe space and safe environment for your kids so that his or her mental health will be protected. Okay, and then there another program, standing program that I do is a journey to courageous living amidst mental health challenges. I give this um, to everyone who may be in a mental health state, my depression. How do you live in this time of pandemic? No? In this time wherein there are a lot of mental health challenges. Many things can affect our thoughts, our sense of well-being. How do you live courageously? So this is a there are 6 modules to this. You can message me if you want to undergo and you want to really live this time, no? Even in your mental health challenges, you can still live a courageous life. So just message me, okay? And of course, let me, if you are not yet a smart holder of a B-Learning e-card, let me invite you personally to become a mental model collector like me. So I'm part of the B-Learning Society. So be part of us and be part of the B-Learning Society, the 10th maker of the B-Learning homes for mental fitness. So we are desiring, we are envisioning, no, together with Master Coach A and Life Coach Philippines to have that be learning homes for mental fitness where people will really like be in a safe space, and then they even in and then their mental health their they will be developing mental fitness to allow them to really experience being triumphant, to live a life of resiliency. So as a B Learning e-card holder, you get to enjoy 5% of the food and beverage discount from Big Cup Coffee Republic, full access pass to the live monthly mental model masterclass by Master Coach A. So we just had like three already. Last time we had the 80-20 rule or the Pareto rule and how you're going to apply it in a day-to-day basis. Me as a parent, I did a live, it's in my timeline, how the 80-20 rule I applied as a parent in connecting with my kids. So nilive ko po yan, and I'll have another live in July 31. So mental model master class, and of course you'll get to attend that. And when Master Coach is teaching, you've got to be there, you've got to sit in, because amazing po talaga si Master. That's a gift, no, of teaching. Grabe si Master Coach pag nagtuturo. So you get really like kahit hindi mo naintindihan, maiintindihan mo talaga, because that's a gift of hers. No, and of course you get a 90 minutes free coaching session with senior coaches, no, of Life Coach Philippines. So if you are new to the concept of mental model, a mental model is an explanation of how something works. Paano nga ba, ano nga ba yung bakit ganyan yung the way things are. So yun po yung mental model. It is a concept, a framework, or a worldview that you carry in your mind to help you interpret the world and understand relationship between things. So mental models are deeply held beliefs of how things work. Okay, and why mental models are so important, because by building up a base of the most valuable models, by building up a base of the most valuable and universal mental models, you are actually building up your trunks of knowledge that you can use for the rest of your life. So pwede po kasing iba-ibang mental model that you get to learn from, you get to be aware, and you can practice in the appropriate situation that you are in. So mental models are a critical category of knowledge that gets you more relevant over time and can be applied across a wide array of different domains. So kahit saan kang territory, whatever you may be doing, whatever profession, nagagamit po yung mental models. The next Mental Model Masterclass is on August 21, 7 p.m. and Master Coach A will be covering polymath. And we're excited about this. We're excited about this polymath. Ano nga ba? This is the first time that I've heard about polymath. Okay, so this is the polymath mental model. Learn how you can combine skills and become the superstar in your field. Discover why the polymath will win the 21st century. So register now, connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. So join us in the Be Learning Society. Level up yourself, level up the learning. So for me, I'm 51 years old. I'm still enjoying learning. So maganda po ito pampaprevent po ng Alzheimer. Kasi study shows na when you're continuously learning, you're creating new neural pathways. Kaya napiprevent yung pag-shrink ng brain. Okay. So, join us in the Be Learning Society. Be a classmate of mine in the Polymath Masterclass. Okay, so for individuals who want to intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach A now offers co-actively co-create life coach certification program. And this one is truly the best. This is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. It includes a 21-day web-based learning. So 21 days, gagawin niyo po yung module online. Then you can then you attend the 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A. And another one that is exciting, a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching A. Ito yung masaya, no? Kasi you get to learn the tools and skills to becoming a life coach. Then tutulungan ka pa paano i-jumpstart yung profession mo as a life coach through the live business bootcamp. So, ang dami pong bonuses, okay? So, the program package also comes with so many bonuses who connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. So, kung ikaw po ay looking for a new career path, I assure you this one is the best. You enjoy it, you get to connect with people, and you create significance with other people. So join us in this coaching profession through Coactively Co-Create because ito pong certification na ito, you really come out like confident and ready to practice. That is one of the testimony that I have given na I'm really in awe of this program because I came out, pangalawa ko pong certification nito, but I came out truly, confident and able to practice. Okay? So do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Morin for coaching for single living. So we're calling all the single ladies in the house, yung mga kaibigan po ninyo, tag them, allow them join to enjoy and have fun, with the session this afternoon for the single ladies with Coach Marin at 4 p.m. Okay, so do join us mamayang hapon po at 4 p.m. So once again, this is Coach Marife Garfin from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is us in the Philippines. Love, bomb, boom. Love, bomb, boom. Love, bomb, boom. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless everyone. See you tonight in the Live Coaching 101 by Master Coach Jasmine at 7 p.m. Register now.